What's up, social media? It's your favorite blogger and only crazy coach, Toni, coming to you with an exciting and interesting panel. For the very first time, I have non-existent boyfriends and single ladies together in the same room. You heard me right, together. We are coming with the raw, unadulterated truth for you, and they are answering all the dating questions that you need answered. So without further ado, let me introduce my panel. We have Miss Valerie, welcome. Hello. We have Charlene. We have Miss Antoinette. And we have Lisa. Welcome, ladies. And our non-existent boyfriends, we have Kellen. Welcome to the panel. We have Mr. Corey. We have Carlo. And we have Jason. Welcome, fellows. Okay, so let's cut to the chase, all right? Dating is all about the ups. You know, the ups, the good ups, the great ups, and then there's the downs, right? The downsides. That's why we're here today, because we want our ladies to really tap in to the downside of dating. And then we want our gentlemen here to kind of help the ladies out and, you know, pick their brain and see what's going wrong in dating today. It's more than just going crazy. Something is missing in all of that, and this is why we're here today. So I'm going to be traditionally respectful and start with my ladies. All right, ladies, any one of you can chime in. I'm going to ask you a question, and please feel free to give me an answer. Do you think good men, solid men, and relationship-ready men still exist in 2019?
Yeah, I think they exist.
Okay.
Hard to find, but I think they exist.
Ooh, hard to find. Mm-hmm. Why is that? Because I've heard that a lot.
I think emotional maturity have a lot to do with it. I think timing has a lot to do with it, both on the woman and man side. So
Timing, very interesting, because I'm gonna ask about that, right? Are men really ready when they think and say they are ready? So timing, would you say age has anything to do with it?
Yeah, I think age has a lot to do with it.
Elaborate right there.
So I'm 41.
Okay.
And
wow, you go, girl. Amazing.
And I already have a kid. My kid is 22.
Okay.
So I run into a lot of men who have younger kids, and I'm not really like interested in the younger kid right now, because mine is older and I want to travel. I want to just be able to come and go as I please, but you can't do that with younger kids. So that's when I say timing sometimes. For me, it's a major player.
And I think Valerie's in my head because I'm going to talk about kids in a second, because a lot of our eligible bachelors have kids, and that's great, right? Everybody loves a good dad, but what happens when they use that as an excuse and then it makes you go crazy? But that's a whole nother subject, so I'll get there. Okay, so my next question, right? Any one of you ladies, do you think women's actions contribute to men not acting right? Are you a part of the blame to a man not stepping up to the plate?
I mean, absolutely. I think women have to take some accountability to why men act the way they do for a number of reasons. I really believe that women, we tend to, make a lot of excuses for men, and I think we tend to really enable men also. So I believe that, that's an issue that comes up a lot, and we can further elaborate on that and break it down, what I mean by that. But yeah.
So are you saying that because a lot of women enable men's messy behavior, that's the reason for them not stepping up to the plate?
Yeah, to some degree. Wouldn't you agree, ladies?
I agree so forth. I also think it depends on how we grew up. Like I grew up in a household where my mother was head of the household, not my father. My mother was.
Wow.
My mother worked tons of jobs. She's the one that took care of the home. So when I get into a relationship, I tend to be that person. I tend to be the person that's in charge when it shouldn't really be. I guess sometimes you want a man to be able to take care of you, but I'm not used to that. So.
Well, that's the thing though, because you do have some women, especially in this society nowadays, you have a lot of alpha women.
Right.
You know, we are career driven, we are educated, and sometimes women, you know, need to take a step back in a relationship and understand where their role is concerned. And based on my experience, you do have to be a bit submissive. I was raised by my father, so I observed my mother and father growing up. You know, my mother being submissive to a certain extent, you know, and I think that we need to know our roles in the relationship and not overstep our boundaries.
Very
Sorry, I agree.
Oh no, please go ahead.
That's just
What do you mean by that word submissive? Because that's like a trigger for me.
It's a trigger for me.
Okay. What I mean by that word submissive, okay. Women don't need to emasculate a man, okay? It's a respect thing at the end of the day, okay? Just understanding that there are boundaries in a relationship. Let a man be a man, and he will allow you to be the woman, and you have your role, he has his role. If I come from a place where typically the man makes the executive decision, okay? If we are trying to decide on something just based on observing my father, he's making the executive decision.
But does that create a partnership? And is that what you're looking for? You know, because I think that sometimes a woman may say that, yes, I want to be submissive and let the man make the decisions, but if you're then doing all the same things, like working and taking care of the household and taking care of the kids, then it's hard to be submissive too, because you don't have time for that.
That's true, and a discussion needs to be had. You know, you guys will have to sit down and, you know, map it out as well. So
Now, all that being said, because that's great conversation,
Right.
the men are still raggedy. You know what I mean? And I'm not, you know, I'm not coming, you know, towards all men, because I'll be the first to say I never put all men in one box. I don't generalize, but we have women who are experiencing some real things out here, and everything you ladies are saying are, you know, good and true, but do your actions, your crazy actions, your emotions, your inability to control your emotions, does that create that, you know, space where a man can be irresponsible in how he treats you, or, you know, comes at you, because he's not your man at the end of the day, right? These are our non-existent boyfriends. You know, do your actions play a role in him being all over the place?
Well, it comes from upbringing, okay? And you would think that the parents would have done everything that they could to raise a proper gentleman, okay? And a lot of times when we get into relationships, we realize that we have to be the mother and the girlfriend,
But
you know?
did they?
See, yeah, that's deep. That's deep in and of itself.
Right.
It starts from the upbringing. Listen, we are going to really get raw and gritty. Tune in next time for part 2, because we're going to talk to our men and see what they have to say to combat what the ladies have been saying. Until next time, it's your favorite blogger and only crazy coach, Toni. Peace. It's your favorite blogger and only crazy coach, and I know you like what you just saw. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go on over to Creative Magazine Inc.